we have the firepower to wipe out every Russian city, just one Trident submarine. And of course, we're not using it and have no intention of using it. But why doesn't somebody in the administration call Putin's bluff? He's bluffing. And every time he says, well, if you do that, we're going to escalate. Oh, no, you're not, old buddy. We're going to do you if you try to do us, and we'll make it worse, and you know it.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Pat Robertson. What a gem. This creep has made a career as a quintessential Republican. He cons morons into giving him money so he can send out magic healing rays through the TV screen to heal people's amputated limbs. He doesn't know the first thing about theology, yet he runs a Bible empire because guess what? It's profitable. And he's a shameless poodle to his politics because the Republican Party keeps him in his white-collar crimes and away from all those unpaid taxes.
Putin knows we're powerful. He doesn't have much of an army. He doesn't have much of an economy. It's a tiny economy, and he's playing a bluff. But unfortunately, we have a man in charge in Washington who doesn't like to stand up to bluffs. He folds his winning hand every single time.
The final ingredient, a ruthless warmonger. Because why? Because war is good for business. Now Pat is shaming Biden for not threatening Putin with nuclear war. Robertson pleads that we could destroy every Russian city with just one sub, and suggests that when Putin threatens escalation, we should come back and say, if you try to do us in, well, we'll do you in, good old buddy, and mutually destroy the entire globe. Well, yippee. Great, well thought out plan there, Pat. Is that what Jesus would do? Asking for a friend. Republicans have always loved war, not veterans, mind you, or the military in general. Ever see any Republicans support any bills supporting veterans? Oh yes, they want to write blank checks for war to build planes and bombs because those things mean fat guts and thick wallets for private industry, the people keeping them in money and in office without having to actually work a day in their lives. But when it comes to actual military life, veterans' civilian life, veterans' health care and so on, crickets from that side of the aisle. It's too expensive. But Raytheon getting a few $1 trillion under the table, well, that's a bargain, of course. But where did all this nuclear apocalypse insanity come from? Well, it's come from the ongoing extremist track the GQP have been on. It's been an exponential climb towards insanity since 2010 with this party. Prior to then, you could maybe justify them as a political party. Greedy? Sure. Stepping on the working class in favor of their own profit margins? Absolutely. But now, these types are the final trace of anything resembling sanity in the party. Just think about it. Robertson sounds like those morons on Russian state TV. What good is the world if Russia's not in it? Remember that one? Just think if a moron like Robertson was at the controls. Hostile psychopaths don't make leaders, they make disasters. We know Putin is off the deep end, so let's count our blessings. We have sane, calm, and calculated leadership here. Nuclear war isn't some kind of a boxing match where you have an unscathed winner and the other person goes home a little beat up. Everybody dies. Animal life dies. Plant life dies. Multicellular life literally ceases to exist. Hostile provoking is not a strategy that gets you anywhere. Maybe jackaloons like Pat Robertson have managed to keep themselves away from an honest day's work in their life by selling morons on hostile provoking. Give Pat Robertson your credit card or God is going to send you to hell is basically the message of every episode of the 700 Club. So let me just spoil that for you now so you don't have to murder your brain cells by watching that crap. But in real life, being full of hostile hot air just causes a lot of problems. And if somebody tries to sell you on that idea, that's strong leadership, that's equally as dumb a sell as Pat's magic healing rays. And that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.